So last night I was watching HLN. It's the only TV I watch, and I know it's tabloid fodder, but I love it. And I saw that Stephen Phillips from ESPN, he's one of the big broadcaster guys, has had an affair with some young girl, got caught, she turned into some psycho bitch from hell, and he's surprised by this. He says that he never expected it to turn out like this. His career's in danger, he's lost his wife. Well, you know what? I'm sitting there going, whoa, buddy, how stupid are you? How could you expect this to turn out any other way? You get caught, how do you expect it to turn out any other way? And this whole thing just made my mind start spinning. And where this started my mind spinning was that there are so many politicians and judges and actors and just generally famous people that we see having affairs lately and getting caught and getting all of their information blasted all over the television. Do they deserve to have it blasted all over the television? Damn straight they do. If they take a position where they're in the public eye, be it a politician, an actor, a sports broadcaster, anything like that, you can expect, you know full well going into it, that anything you do is going to be broadcasted to 10 million people to watch. So, you know, they know full well that their private life is going to become very public. When you live in the public eye, you don't have the benefit of living an anonymous life any longer. But where it got my mind working is that we see politicians getting into trouble that are male. We see actors getting into trouble that are male. We see, like, everybody that you hear about that's having these affairs and getting into trouble is a guy. But you don't very often hear of a female politician or an actress. Statistically, 18% of women will cheat on their husbands. 22% of men will cheat on their wives. Okay, so those statistics are very close together, I think. Those statistics are only of the statistics of the people who are willing to admit it. So the percentages are probably considerably higher than that. And I think that when you look at the big picture, some of these female politicians and actresses have to be cheating on their husbands too, but we don't hear about it. And when you think about it, and I've tried to come up for the reason for this, and when I think about it, the reason is most likely that the women are smarter. I mean, I'm sorry, but these men are being dumbasses. Women know, women are going to be a little bit more careful about who they fool around with, and that's where I think the female politicians are probably smarter. Because they're probably picking somebody who works in the same field as them, who would be equally as humiliated as them if anything came out in the public, who can be as discreet as them. Plus, women don't go bragging about all their conquests to the extent that males do, so that makes a huge difference right there. It seems like the male public figures are just looking for any pretty face, and there's a song by Northern Pikes called She Ain't Pretty, She Just Looks That Way. And remember that, because she ain't pretty, she's just an opportunist. She's just somebody who's looking out to make some money off of you and off of your name and off of publicly humiliating you. These male politicians, actors, etc. are just being dumbasses about it. Now, I'm not saying that it's ever okay to cheat, and I want to make that clear right off the bat, because I have a lot of younger girls that watch my makeup channel, and I suspect a few of them have followed me over here. So I'm not saying that it's ever okay to cheat, but seriously, guys, if she's not of the same social stature as you, if she doesn't make as much money as you, if she's not as big a public figure as you, if she's not as famous as you, she is an opportunist. She doesn't love you, she doesn't care about you, she's not your soulmate. She is an opportunist, only thinking about the dollar signs of how much money she's going to make when she sues you, and how much money she's going to make when she sells the story to the press later. So, if you're a dumbass and you do something so stupid, don't be shocked when you get caught and say, oh, I never expected it to turn out like this. Now, Steve Phillips said that the girl that he had the affair with, who turned into a psycho bitch from hell, by the way, if you've ever seen Fatal Attraction, same sort of thing going on there. He said that she was showing erratic behavior and delusional tendencies. Well, Steve, I hate to break it to you, but your willingness to jump for a pretty face who's not of the same caliber, who is an opportunist, shows that you are expressing erratic behavior. Your willingness to cheat on your wife who has stood beside you for years shows your tendency towards erratic behavior. delusional tendencies. You said you never expected it to turn out like this. You never expected to have your career in danger or to lose your wife. Then you, my friend, have delusional tendencies, because you should have seen this coming. Like, I am shocked when this sort of thing happens and the guy says, "Oh, I'm so surprised. I never expected all this would happen as a result." What did you expect? Did you expect that your wife was going to say, "Oh, that's okay"? Did you expect when you split up with this girl that you're having this fling with, that she would say, "Oh, I'll never tell anyone"? Guess what? You're famous. She wants the world to know. Like, get real here. Seriously. She's not going to keep it a secret. She's going to tell everybody, because that's her 15 minutes of fame. That's her little claim to fame. And that's how she's going to make her money. And these girls, like, what the hell are they thinking? Like, right now people are probably like, Monica who? Jennifer who? Because these people had their 15 minutes of fame. And what was their fame? For screwing somebody famous. Like, for God's sakes. If you want that to be your claim to fame, then I feel sorry for you. I really do. Because you know what? After that, like, can you imagine, okay, you guys out there, can you imagine going to your mother and saying, "Yeah, I'm dating this awesome new girl, and she's so sweet and innocent. Her name's Monica Lewinsky." What kind of a reaction do you think you're going to get out of your family and friends? So I think all the male politicians and male public figures should take a lesson from the ladies. Don't brag to your friends. Don't pick somebody of a lower social stature and position than you. Don't pick a woman who's not already in the public eye, who wouldn't suffer as much as you if the affair became public. Don't pick a woman who doesn't have as much money as you. Because you know, if you do, you know, you're gonna get caught. And you know what? Your wife has been beside you through everything. So think twice. Think about her before you do all these stupid things. And if you're gonna do them, don't be a dumbass. Seriously, do not be a dumbass about it. Because if you get caught and you say that you're surprised, it makes you look like an even bigger dumbass. Just don't do it. Just don't.